the first thing you want to look out for will be your gifts and graces. So I put up a post earlier in the week and I used that terminology, your gifts and your graces. Now, your gifts, I would say, are things that you're natural with. And when I think about our children, so we have 3 kids, right? There's a child of ours that is excellent with numbers. Excellent. He's outstanding with numbers. He calculates so easily with numbers. As in, when we're talking about things in the house, he's able to connect it with figures and tell us. He analyzes it amazingly, right? Now, there's another child of ours that is incredible with words. That is a place of gifting. I mean, this is someone that when words are being put together, debates, speeches, natural space. Another child of ours is a natural when it comes to negotiations and thinking outside the box. So in our family, when we're thinking about who should do something, craft something around words, who should be doing contacts for us when we're trying to book a reservation for maybe dinner or something like that, we know the child to go to. When we are thinking about something outside the box, we know the child to go to. When you're thinking about something that has to do with numbers, we know the child to go to. When you're thinking about things for yourself in your life, can you say confidently that I know I'm gifted in this, gifted? Because what we also try to do in our family is that whenever we have dinner or conversations with the children, we reinforce for them what their gifts are. We let everybody mention what you think this person is gifted in, what you think this person is very good at, because it reinforces that. Now, some of us did not grow up in a setting like that. And then depending on the kind of friends you had growing up, you probably also didn't have friends who would tell you, you're really good at this. But if you've never had anyone do that to you, you probably also want to sit down and ask yourself, what are the things that you do naturally? Because every single time you do stuff around the things you do naturally, without knowing it, or knowing it, you are experiencing a sense of fulfillment in that thing. All right. Now, the other thing that I want to mention with respect to a sense of fulfillment is that, with the gifts, is that gifts are also things that we could have discovered early in life or we discover later. There could be things that you just become aware of later that, I didn't even know I was so natural at this thing. But the question I want you to ask yourself around this thing is, how have I been plugging this into my day-to-day? Okay, now let's go to graces. Graces are things that you have acquired, abilities that you have acquired as a result of your exposure and experience. So exposure could be because of the people around you. So you've learned to do certain things because of the kind of people around you. So if, for example, you hang around people who are into startups and into entrepreneurship, the tendency is that your lingua franca will be around that space, will be things around money, raising capital, seed phase, and all those kind of things, because it has become a natural space for you, right? And then if you're also someone who has gotten training, I would say that for me, if you ask me questions around setting up the technical bit on podcasting, I will be able to share it comfortably with you, because over time, I have done my podcast sessions myself. I can draft, record, edit, host, publish, broadcast by myself. So I have learned that it's not something that I was born with. It was something that, because of my exposure and experience in the work, I learned how to do. And you know what? It's my area of grace. It's my area of grace. And if I have to build something around that, I would have a sense of fulfillment in it, because a place of satisfaction, inner satisfaction and peace, the way it works is that you are not struggling when you're in that path. You're not struggling. And even when you're putting a lot of effort in that path, there's a sense of achievement and victory that you have every time you overcome a hurdle or a challenge along that path. All right. So you want to ask yourself, what are the things that you've learned? Like for me, apart from podcasting, in the last about 5-6 years of my life, I have learned a lot around photography. I can hold a masterclass on photography because it's something that I do from time to time. It's something that I've learned, So what are your gifts? What are your graces? So that's point number one, okay?